Okay, before we go any farther, let's do a face-to-face. We'll just have a quick chat. And I did this because it's very important about one of the most bypassed areas most people go through on a business plan. And this is where we talk about competitors. Specifically, what's the strengths of the competitors? What are they beating you at? Now, it's going to be human nature for many of you to say, we have no competitors, right? Because no one does what we do. No one makes Italian food that's never microwaved and never frozen. Or maybe it could be a company like mine. It's just a very unique company and no one does exactly what we do. I implore you when you're doing your business plan to stop thinking like that. If a commercial loan officer reads that, they're going to be thinking, has this guy put any thought into how competitive the market is? And if he's that far off on that, what else doesn't he have a clue about? Now, closely tied to that, we're going to talk about is where we address what are your weaknesses. When you think about weaknesses, it's not like a job interview. You can't present it with those canned answers. Remember when job interviews, right? And they say, "What's your weakness?" And you say, "Well, I'm too hard working," or I always need to be the best top salesperson out there." You can't have that. Can't be your weak. You can't put your weaknesses on that. The mindset here is different. You want to think of logical things a lender's going to find scary about your business not making it. What would be a logical concern if it wasn't you running the business? For many businesses, it's oversaturation. The market could be oversaturated. Address that as a weakness. Put it down. For many businesses, lack of management experience is the top concern for a lender. Put it down. For some, maybe fears of the laws changing, or maybe fears that insurance reimbursements could stop. Some sort of change like that. So find out what it could be and address that up front, and it's going to make your business plan so much easier for the lender because you've taken the time to tell them up front, hey, these are the weaknesses, and then a little bit later we'll get into these are how we compensate for those weaknesses. So let's go ahead and let's get started with the next section.
Okay, and we're back to the Word document. We're about halfway through on the business plan. As I mentioned before, on this website, if not yet, in the very near future, you'll be able to download a copy of this Word document so that you can look at it, and you can be either PDF or a Word document, or if you want to, you can send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to send a copy of it to you, so it just helps you as far as taking notes. So now we are into the competition and the competitive advantage reference. This is where we're going to list who your competition is, who is your top 3 competitors, list them. And we're going to take a look at the competition, we're going to take a look at their products and their services and their pricing point. And we're going to take a look at, and we're going to acknowledge what your competition does do better than you do, and what advantages you have over your competition. And here's just a possible example. XYZ restaurant is similar in pricing and course selection, but quality of meals suffer due to restaurant being mainly a trendy tourist destination. Locals don't go there to eat. So in this one, we listed that it's similar in the course. You can even, but the quality of the meals suffer, okay? And here's one, what are the weaknesses of your business compared to your competitors? The restaurant, the other restaurant has outside seating, and its location offers view of the intercoastal waterway. So that would be a benefit that the competition has that you don't. So please list it. Here's a link to a helpful score. This is a document that you can go to. It's an Excel spreadsheet, and this is where you can list your competition and you, and it gives different categories where you can rate you and you can rate your competition. So if you get the chance, please go there and check it out. As far as our company as an example, here's how we list the competition. Since there's nobody really doing it locally, what we did is we found other lenders who do it on a national source. The 3 were BoeFly, Fundera, I guess Fundera, and Lendio. Sorry, I didn't pronounce that second one right. BoeFly is the big boy on the block. And we describe BoFly. It's an interactive website that's much larger and more detailed than the best business loans in town. The BoFly loan process works by, we explain what it is. So the process works by the customer paying a fee that can charge from $500 to $1,500. That's going to allow them to place a complete loan package on their website, which is viewable to possibly thousands of lenders who pay a monthly fee anywhere between $100 to $250. Although lenders see detailed information about the loan request, they don't see really personal information until they ask to see the loan package, and then you say, okay, you can see the loan package, and then you make it available to you. There's sort of a back and forth process, and then afterwards the lender will come back and say, hey, we like the deal. Here's a possible letter of intent, what we can do. If you like that, then you go ahead and you go forward with them. We listed what the strengths of the BoFly program is. The number of possible lenders that are available, it far exceeds what we have. In addition, BoFly has the following advantages. BoFly, the site is more flashy and professional looking. The information for the lenders is more detailed, and advertising and market presence is strong. As far as weaknesses, although there are thousands more lenders on BoFly, past tests have indicated that very few are lenders located in our footprint. Because the number of local lenders are few, the thousands of possible approvals won't be able to match as far as the pricing that you can find from the few dozen that we have here. Additional weaknesses is the cost is a lot more, anywhere between 3 to 10 times higher, and lenders have to pay a fee as well. And the back and forth between lenders makes for a slower process, and the site tends to attract very difficult loan requests, which further thins out the number of local lenders who are offering the best terms. And now we're down to our second competitor, Fundera. Fundera is a new lender onto the marketplace and promotes themselves as the kayak of business loans. They offer a fast process and the ability to find possible pricing. Recently, they raised $3.4 million in venture capital, and their website and process reflects a very well put together company. Again, you're sort of explaining what the company is, what your competition is, and how they operate it. Very sharp website, and they seem to have about possible 20 lenders to choose from. The strength, it is a great looking site, and they don't charge the customer a fee. That's a big strength that they have. Advertising and market presence is going to be stronger. They have excellent follow-up once you input your loan request, and they have an excellent management team. Weaknesses, they do charge lenders for a fee, and none of them are local. Although the customer does not pay a fee, the overall pricing is much higher. As a test, we went on there and tried it, and the pricing it wasn't a conventional loan. It's non-conventional pricing on the products that they offer. And companies more focused on trying to find financing for the hard-to-find loans than on pricing the strong deals. And unknown to any local lenders in this area about this service. So as far as I know, there's no local lenders who are using this service. The last competitor that I listed was Lendio. They received venture capital funding of $4.5 million, and they were offshoot from another company called Funding Universe. And what this company does is it matches lenders and borrowers to a type of proprietary software that matches up the best lender data to the borrower, sort of like ours. The strength is it's free for borrowers. The website does seem very organized and very smooth, and there's lots of possible lenders. The weaknesses, I listed two, and they're two big ones. There is a fee for lenders, and the fee seems to be adjustable depending on how many leads you receive. Very hard to get any information about this. I was looking at a Bloomberg article, and it said the cost per lead is anywhere between $400 to $300. And another weakness is just like above the other two, we don't know any local, above the other one, we're aware of any local lenders who use this service, and there's no presence in our market area. As a note, BoFly, there are a few local lending sources who do pay the monthly fee to use BoFly, but it's less than a handful.